What's up, guys? Jedi Warrior back again with Spartan 27.
What's up, homie? No mess. Ouch.
What'd you do?
Everything.
Your answer should be not you, that's for sure.
Definitely not.
But I've been wanting to do this video for a few months now, and we kept running into issues trying to do it.
It's been cursed.
It has been. Let's hope it'll actually load this time. And what the video is my personal ranking of all the Mortal Kombat characters ever.
Yup.
There are 78.
Oh my.
At least there are 78 now.
Watch out for that thing.
I got it. And I do want to say something before we start this video. This is my list, not the list.
Not the big list.
Feel free to disagree with me. In fact, I know for a fact you will.
Put them in the comment sections and I'll try to... Well, I can make a reaction video on your comments. That'd be fun. I'll just check the channel for comments.
I can look as well. But, like you said, please, if you got an issue with what I say, please leave it in the comments. I'd love to hear what you say. I also plan on doing a Marvel superheroes video like this as well. There are not nearly as many as them, or of them. Just the MCU characters, though. It'd be hard to rank all the Marvel characters. God dang.
Oh my goodness.
There's like hundreds of them.
Oh yeah.
But without further ado, let's get going on this. 78 is Daru.
He's an assassin, right?
Yeah. He is a...
So I get paid for my job. Mandalorian, yes sir you do.
He's basically an assassin for hire. His big claim to fame in the first and only game he was portrayed in the story mode was that he freed Shujinko from prison.
Yep. That's the only thing he did. And Shujinko messed up, by the way, guys.
We'll get to that later.
But he undid his mistake, right?
Yeah, we'll get to all that later.
Yeah.
But there's not a lot to him.
He's just an assassin, you're free.
He's colorful.
Yep.
His outfit's pretty freaking colorful. It looks ridiculous, though.
I don't think anyone would suspect him to be an assassin, would you?
No.
I'm like, oh, I got a knife from oh. Right.
His if I remember right, his weapons are cool. He's got like gauntlets with the blades that come out of them.
That kind of reminds me of an Assassin's Creed Hidden Blade.
Yeah.
Except that it's not a gauntlet, it's like a contraption in their sleeve.
Yeah, that could be.
And it goes.
Yeah, that could be Darius as well. He's actually the next character on the list. Now, with Darius, he is a rebel from the Order Realm, Sato. He's a Satan rebel. He used to be a Satan guardsman.
A what?
A Satan guardsman.
Oh, cool.
And...
Saint Guardsman?
Satan guardsman.
Oh.
Satan, like Sato.
Oh, okay.
Which is the name of the realm of order.
It's Sato Realm?
Yeah, Sato is the name. And his whole thing is his family was murdered.
Yup.
So in revenge to get, or in the desire to get revenge on whoever killed his family, he straight up ditched Hotaro and his crew. But that's really all there is to him. Like, there's not a lot to him. Just a lot of these characters down at the bottom. Do what?
There it is.
What?
The bug.
What bug?
You hear that? Zzz.
No. If it comes by you, kill it.
Throw it into the spice water.
Kill them all.
Kill them.
Yeah. Then, for 76, you have mocap.
Motion capture?
Yeah, he is literally a motion capture actor within the game, and he's played by the guy who did the mocap for the actual games, Carlos Messina. He's a joke character. What's with the light bulb things all over him, though?
Parlos Casino?
Yeah, that was a messed up joke and deception.
Who's Parlos Casino?
It's actually Carlos Messina.
Oops.
It's the guy's name. They did a joke about it in Deception.
What did they say about the joke again?
They swapped it around, and Parlos Casino was the name they gave someone.
Hey, you know that if you hit him in the face.
Yeah, with mocap, in one of the scenes in Deception, you punch him, he goes, "Oh, my balls!" I was like, wait.
What if it's not in the balls though?
I was like, wait, what? Why?
I feel like I would do that.
Oh my god, though. Oh, wow.
When Miranda punched me, I should have said that. Oh, my balls!
It's almost exactly how he says it, too.
Nice.
But that's just a little funny touch about him. I was like, what the heck?
That's great, dude.
At 75, we have meat. Dude, more meat. Still don't know where that's from.
I don't know
It's a
what
movie.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. It might have been Jaws.
Probably. Yeah.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Have you seen that movie?
No.
It's funny. Shark!
But with meat, he actually was the Mortal Kombat 4, the sprite when the character was mutilated.
Yeah, that's cool.
It was the sprite that you could do something at your...
Which is pretty neat.
Yeah, you could do something at the selector or the
Like the
selection
Mii Fighter?
screen. No. You do something at the selector screen and you could pick your character and you'd enter a little code and your character would come out looking like meat, but he'd have your character's moves.
Speaking of meat and make it look like something, tell him about your brother's boob girl
What?
in Armageddon.
Oh, that was messed up. I'll get to that later.
That's fun.
But meat is literally a guy with no skin.
Yep. Skeleton. He's Sans.
No, he's not even a skeleton. He's
Muscle?
still got all his meat and muscle and tendon and
that's
everything
hanging
else.
out?
Yeah,
Nice.
he's got all that on him, but he just has no. It's literally like removing someone's skin
Nice.
and having all that actually stay on them.
Dude, freaking cool.
And what's disgusting is every time he moves, his eyeball hangs out on his cheek. He's
Does it just fall out?
no, it just like falls out and just hangs there. I was like, it looks like he has googly eyes, or at least on the one of them.
Does it go back in later?
If he stops moving, it'll go back in.
He'll put it back in?
Yeah, he reaches up and shoves it back in. It was like a animation.
But
It was like, get back in there.
What if you can hear him actually put it in?
No, you can't.
That'd be cool.
But he was one of those characters like, what the heck is this dude? And then later you find out he was an experiment in Shang Tsung's flesh pits, but he escaped before he could be finished. Now, here's my take on that. I just wait and see what Shang Tsung does. I'd wait until it was finished. I was like, I wouldn't leave halfway through the process and end up looking like that.
I was wondering, Shang Tsung also made somebody's boobs bigger too.
No, that was Quan Chi.
Oh yeah, Sonya's boobs.
No.
Katana.
That was a gaming development issue with Sonya. Sindel, though, when buddy of mine, we were
physics.
playing Mortal Kombat 9, and Sindel, her intro, she drops down from the screen, from the top of the screen, and when she lands, Josh goes, wait, she has boob physics, what the heck? Because I was playing as Katana, and none of the other girls did.
That are fake boobs. These are boing.
But he does that, and I'm like, me and my buddy dropped our controllers laughing. It was great.
That's great.
Yeah. To move on, though, the tales of my Mortal Kombat past, they weren't exactly right.
Aren't they all though?
Okay, before I move on, I do got to tell you this story that Noah mentioned a minute ago. My brother, in Mortal Kombat Armageddon, you could create a fighter, and he decided to not do any costume on this girl. She was completely naked.
See everything.
Other than a Band-Aid across her rather exceptional boobs.
Were the big ones?
They were stretching the Band-Aid.
Damn.
Dad walks in and looks at that. He turns around and goes, Hunter. Hunter comes up and he sees me using this character. Of course, I didn't know. I got it. I selected it thinking it would be my character, and I was in the wrong profile.
You made it was like the hardest, right?
Do what?
With like the cool armor.
Mine was a whole different thing. I'll tell you about it later. But
Look, I find it funny too. I bet. I don't know. I would have.
Hunter walked out later and just started laughing. But of course, I'm playing as this character. I didn't know. I picked the Creative Fighter slot thinking it would be my character that I designed. It was actually pretty awesome looking.
She didn't yell or anything. She didn't make a girl sound like, oh yeah, oh.
Well, I mean, like she had the voice sound effects like every character does.
Okay. Did you just have that?
Yeah, I mean, it comes with it. You don't change or you don't do that. You don't add that.
Oh, that'd be cool if you could like.
You can choose male. You can choose male or female.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, and Dad describes this character to me, and I start laughing, and Hunter's kind of embarrassed, but he's laughing too because he knows he did it, but he still thinks it's funny. And it wasn't trying to be inappropriate. He just didn't take the time to put a costume on her.
Just like what I know I wouldn't. I was like put it together, right?
Yeah. And like as Hunter walked out, Dad was laughing to himself, and of course I'm laughing. I'm like, I'm sorry.
I'm a guy.
I'm just a guy.
2 problems. I'm blind.
And I'm a guy.
That's how I started my IEP meeting off one time. It was awesome.
That's great. But to move on though, we talked long enough. 74 is Jarek. Dude, go back to Mortal Kombat 4. No one likes you.
Ooh, go to hell. Go to hell.
I mean, that lasso move that he's got is cool. But other than it's not a very long-ranging move. But other than that, I was like, dude, your move sucks. Your design sucks. Your weapon's cool, though. The kick-axe.
Ooh.
I was like, the weapon's cool. But other than that, I was like, dude, as far as I'm concerned, you could have stayed back in Mortal Kombat 4.
Didn't you make Jarek?
I did make Jarek. He's the one with the lasso and the axe.
Yeah. Oops.
I made Jarek in Lego just because I wanted to make every Mortal Kombat character.
Oh.
I really wouldn't have made him. Well, I had a part, so I probably would have just because I felt like it. But I mean, Jarek is a Kano-ish clone from Mortal Kombat 4 because Kano was not in Mortal Kombat 4.
Oh.
So they replaced him with Jarek.
But a second-rate Kano.
I was like, dude, you're a second-rate Kano.
Get out of here. You're not first-rate. You're not even third-rate.
Also, his voice actor in MK4, actually the voice acting in Mortal Kombat 4, god-awful.
It was like,
Absolutely garbage.
would Zelda outshine them?
Yes.
Like freaking.
I was like, oh my god, this voice acting is horrible.
Like you thought Smash Ultimate Zelda was weird. This was like outshines them all.
Oh yeah, this one takes the cake, definitely. This one takes the cake at the top of the crappy voiceover sundae.
Which one? Oh, the Mortal Kombat
Yeah,
one?
like that one is the cherry on top of the terrible voice acting sundae.
Ooh, what's next to that?
Don't know. But I was like, oh my god. I gotta show you the endings though, they're god awful.
Ooh.
It's just video clips, which is a step up.
Quick! Hurry up! I remember that.
It was just a step. It was a step up from the Mortal Kombat 3 game endings, which were just static images with scrolling text.
Oh.
Which we blind guys could not read.
I can't read for shit!
Dude,
And
I try not to do that. What did you do?
drop the knob.
Oops.
Oh, it's plop.
Yeah, I try not to cuss my videos, bro.
So, remember that?
You good? Just try not to do it anymore.
Right.
Yeah. Other than that, though, Jarek, I was like, you got a little bit of potential, but other than that, I was like, stay back in Mortal Kombat 4. No one needs you.
Stay out of here.
Yeah, no one needs you. 30 or not 30? Wow, I wish. 73 is Chronica. Yeah, how'd you know?
I read your mind.
You probably remember this. We tried to do this video about 5 times.
We did. Then we didn't stop here.
Yeah, we got all the way up to I got all the way at home. I tried to do it. I got all the way up to Kinchi. I was like, and then Mom walked in. I was like, no.
Darn. We're cursed to always never. What if someone knocks on the door at number 1 and then like freaking heckin' mopping have to answer it?
I would tell him, hang the heck on.
Hang up, bro. We finished the freaking video that we've been trying to make for like 15 years.
No one's home. Just answer that way.
Nobody's home.
Someone knocks, freaking have a speaker outside and wire the King DDD laugh through it.
Oh, that's great.
That would creep the heck out of me.
I'm like, ooh, freaking mop. I ain't going to that house.
Or like I have the speaker wired above the door as they walk in. Play that. I'd like yeet myself out of that house quicker than I can run.
I yeet myself to the sun. What the mop was that?
But yeah. With Chronica though, like as a boss, she was not remotely terrifying.
I'm like, ooh, I'm so scared. What are you gonna do? Freaking sit on me?
Mortal Kombat 1 Goro scared the heck out of me.
Mops. No, Mortal Kombat 3.
Mortal Kombat 3 Mutaro, that gave me freaking PTSD. Oh my god.
Boss is tougher than your boss.
You got a programming issue there.
Oof. You know that should be the opposite.
Yeah.
Shao Kahn should be freaking in your face.
Shao Kahn should be the underling here.
Yep.
Which before we figured out the strategy for Shao Kahn, he was really hard. But with Chronica, the only thing she really does is add another layer to the Mortal Kombat to the lore cake, or the Mortal Kombat lore cake, which is already pretty thick in most places.
It's a thick boy, dummy thick cake.
But I mean, like, I really don't have a lot to say about Chronica.
She's just Chronica.
You suck. Fires. Wow.
Number 73.
Hand me another beer. What would you like, a Corona? No, a Chronica.
Got him.
Okay, 72.
72.
Female command.
Female command. Does she have any weapons?
Yeah, there's 2 of them.
Nice.
Does she have any what?
Weapons?
She has a curved dagger.
Oh, do we have one of those in Lego form?
No. I'd have to make her the Nintendo or the N64 gray female chameleon version though. If I made her, she's like rainbow colored in Armageddon.
I didn't know we had a gray chameleon. This is you have?
No, I don't have chameleon.
Okay.
I don't have the daggers.
Oh, what's the N64 though?
She's gray.
Oh, is that what you have, or?
No, I don't have her.
Okay. If we did though, we'd have to do that because we don't have rainbow colored.
Yeah.
What stuff? We have the male one, right?
Do what?
You have the male chameleon or no?
I don't have any chameleon. I have I have Cobra. I don't have
Cobra.
chameleon.
Where's Solid Snake?
Don't make him yet.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
But with female chameleon, there's almost nothing to say about her. Reptile was supposedly the last of his species, and then they kind of demeaned him by saying, "Oh, she's part of his species as well." I was like, "Make up your dang mind."
You just
folks.
added her in because species.
It's like, let Reptile have that claim to fame.
Heck yeah, dude. So do we just forget she's there?
I always do.
All right, cool. We're just
Until I play the Wii, I was like, "Oh, hi, you."
We're just gonna pretend she's yeeted down to existence. Thanos snap. Or Master Hand snap. Ooh.
Then 71 is the male chameleon. He's actually kind of cooler.
He has like more stuff. Though.
He's got the powers of the male ninjas. Like he's got a freeze blast that actually doesn't freeze you. It comes out more of an electric energy blast. He's got a couple of like kick moves.
Fire.
And he has a fireball move.
Nice. Fire. Hands off my prey. Funny taunt.
But other than that, like again, like He was another Shao Kahn loyalist. Other than that, I was like, who is this dude?
Puppy. Ooh. He's weird. Is he another last of the species with reptile?
No, he's human, it looks like. He can just change color.
Why is he called chameleon then?
Because he can change color.
Oh, nice.
70 is Suhao. Yeah, he's not the most hated character on here. I actually don't mind him, other than the fact that he looks like a freaking Nazi.
He does?
Yes, he does.
The gray uniform, the boots, the jack boots, everything.
I don't know exactly what his outfit. Oh, he has like the camo green pants, no shirt. He has the crystal heart in his chest that shoots the beams.
One part looks like a Nazi. The uniform.
And he's got like the army cap. His whole thing was like the Chinese military experimented on him.
In Germany? Oh.
No, Chinese military. He looks like more like a Chinese version of a Nazi.
Chinese Nazis.
His blade is cool though, the Sun Moon blades.
Oh, those things are cool. Do
Yeah.
you have any of those?
I made one, but I don't have the right hilt for it.
What's it supposed to be like?
Inquisitor's hilt with spikes coming out of the top.
Ooh. Oh, we have the spiky things, right?
No, I would just have to go for the Inquisitor's hilt.
Oh, we don't have one of those. Well, we don't anymore because it broke.
Yeah, do you even have that figure anymore?
I don't know where he mopped off to. He just kind of disappeared. Yeah, he just kind of just got yeeted somewhere. I don't know where the heck he went. That Malcolm went. Gone. I'm like, what?
Yeah. But then with Suhao, he also, actually, in Deadly Alliance, he actually blew up the Special Forces teleporter.
Oh, yeah.
In a realm
Me?
teleporter. And then at the end of the game, Jax kills him and nobody's surprised. I gotta mention how they offed him in the comics was just cold, even for a trashy character.
Ooh.
Like, they were definitely showing which characters they hated in that comics and in those comics, and they did not like him. Scorpion freaking, he puts a rope through his heart, and then he punches his face in. I was like, dude, even for you, that's extreme.
Come on, bro.
He literally ropes that heart thing out of his chest and punches his face. He punches him in the face and his head just caves in. Like, he does not have a face anymore.
Ooh.
I was like, dang, bro.
Dang.
Cold. Even for you.
Dang,
Number 69.
Number 10.
Not anyone you'd want to be in number 69.
Right.
At least for us. Hotaru.
What about Jade was in there?
I would feel really bad for myself, for Jade, because I like her way too much to put her that low.
But we wouldn't mind 69 with her every day though. Oops.
Hey, YouTube video.
Too late. They kind of just went over my head whenever I started this whole thing.
Yeah. But then, with Hotaru, I like his look. He's got like the flags on his back, which question, rhetorical.
Why the flags?
Why the flags? Exactly, what are they for?
And they may slow you down if you're in a windy spot. They go, wait, oops.
That'd be kind of funny if you used those flags for a fly move.
That'd be cool.
That needs
like
to,
Pit's wings.
Yeah, that needs to happen.
He could just like fly up, like you know, when he
yeah.
puts his wings up.
Yeah, like a hover move. That'd be cool. And he's got like long gray hair, like
Rocker style?
no, like I don't know that anyone else there has gray hair.
Doesn't?
No. What the heck?
What's that?
I don't know. I don't know that anyone else has gray hair that I
That's
can
weird.
think of. Well, Smoke, but he's got like Smoke's long gray hair from MK9. Then he has he's got some armor on. He's got like the black and purple look. The mask he's wearing looks cool. He's got a pretty cool look. But then he was the leader of the Order Realm.
Yeah, I remember that.
I mean, like, that's really all there was to him. There wasn't a whole lot to him. Everyone's like, oh, this dude needs to comes back. I'm like, I could do without him. There's still some major characters that we're missing from Mortal Kombat 11.
Let's just then make him really cool and stuff. When he does
Yeah,
the
I
story.
wouldn't mind him. Although his grasshopper move that they call it is basically a side-on bicycle kick that's shorter. I was like, dude, you cannot rip off Liu Kang, especially with that kind of crappy move.
I don't think he was trying to rip him off.
I don't know.
I don't think he was trying. Like, this is a little bit different than what.
Sure, it's like a different style, and it's like the creators were trying to rip him off. I was like, dude, you already tried that with Shujinko, it didn't work.
I saw that. I'm like, it looks like a different style a little bit.
Yeah, it's like a side-on bicycle kick.
Yep. On your side.
Yeah, like he's coming at you on his side, and it just...
Yep.
It's that short, too. I was like, you could have done it a little longer. It's pretty effective, though.
Oh yeah.
Mortal Kombat 1 tactics.
Get out of my face.
Mortal Kombat 4.
What else did they put on there?
I don't know what the other ones were.
You know, like that one though. Let's get a good stretch. Oops.
Then 68 is Cobra, the Ken ripoff. Or is Ken the Cobra ripoff? I think it goes the other way.
One of the two.
I think it goes the other way. Cobra.
Wait, who came first, the Cobra or the Ken?
Cobra wasn't created till like 2004.
Oh yeah, Ken was like 1980 something.
Yeah, Ken was way back.
Get serious.
Yeah.
Bring
But
it
a lot of people don't like Cobra because they think he's a Ken ripoff from Street Fighter, and I was like, I'm not a Street Fighter player. I don't mind Cobra. He's got some cool moves.
Yeah.
He got like a regular chi blast, like a regular energy blast.
Yeah.
It just comes straight out of his hand, and then he's got another one where he crouches.
Dude, that's like the Hadouken thing he does.
Yeah.
Hadouken!
And then he's got another one where he crouches and it shoots up, and then it shoots up out of his hand.
Yep.
And comes down on your head.
That's another one that he has.
Yeah, and then he's got like a windmill kick where he slide kicks you when you switch sides.
So for your cook. Oops.
And then you've got his vanishing kick where he runs past you and kicks you from behind.
Teleport. Teleport kick?
No, he runs past and kicks you from behind.
Nice.
Really?
What?
That.
Oops. I just switched my back. Yeah. Oops.
Hi.
Hi.
And then for 67, we have Dagon, the evil brother cliche.
Literal evil brother, my dudes.
Yeah, the evil brother cliche. I wasn't lying.
Nope.
That's
a giraffe.
Yeah. Do what? Do what?
You said you weren't lying. I said that's a giraffe.
I said I wasn't lying.
I know, that's why I said that's a giraffe.
Oh.
Oops.
But, Dagon and Taven, the two brothers from Armageddon, were set the task of defeating Blaze as a challenge and back at ya. And then Dagon became a little unhinged after learning that his parents planned on assisting Taven.
Yep.
He killed both their parents.
Freaking Batman story.
He enslaved his guardian dragon for his own uses.
Yep.
He hired Quan Chi to kill Taven's dragon.
Failed, by the way, did it?
Yeah, no, he killed him.
Oh, sad.
And then
Quan Chi, you suck.
he kind of does. And then by the end of the story, it was the two brothers had to fight, and Taven's like, "All right, you're gonna die."
Taven won.
Yeah, he's like, "All right, punk,
Die.
you're dead.
Die.
You killed my dragon. You killed my parents. You killed our parents. You tried to kill your own dragon. You're gonna die." And I'm gonna be the one that kills you.
Do it.
In that story, he actually does kill him too.
Yep. And he fights Blaze.
Yeah. But I'll get into Taven's story later. But I was like, Dagon's a cool character. But I was like, between the brothers, I like Taven considerably more.
Cool.
And then we have
Car. Get out of my house.
Get out of here.
Get out. Goodbye.
And then for
So close.
66, we have Kira.
Order 66. Oops.
We have Kira, the Kano and Sonya hybrid, as people call her. I was like, yeah, her moves are like that, but her look isn't.
Nope.
Question: Why do you have all these like real tall, pretty buff looking woman. And then you have Kira, who's like 5'2", don't look like she can hold a candle to anybody, but yet she does.
Hey, that's like having a Jigglypuff going up against Ganondorf and beating him. Or the Zelda. Big.
I was gonna say Jigglypuff versus a Dark Beast Cannon.
Oh,
Let's take that another step farther.
ooh. I want that to happen, Nintendo. If you see this video, whole nother challenge. Level 10 Jigglypuff. Oof. Rip, my dudes. If that happens, then good luck.
Yeah. With Kira though, in Armageddon where I played her, she did have some cool attacks.
Oh yeah, she did.
The cannonball was her only useful move though.
The
Only
flop and
useful,
mopper.
the only useful special move. But
I call it the mopper plop.
you call everything that.
Yep.
But I mean, other than that, I was like, Kira don't have much. Oh, I like her story.
Yep.
She has a cool story. She was an arms dealer in Afghanistan.
And then they found out she's a woman.
Yeah.
She ran.
They found out, or the terrorists she was selling weapons to found out she was a woman, so she had to run for her life.
Yep.
And on the run, she meets up with Cobra and Cabal,
Black
and
Dragon.
ends up joining the Black Dragon.
Yep.
And they hinted at a relationship between her and Cobra. I was like, nah, Cobra's too sadistic.
He would pick up something really hard.
Yeah, he was sadistic though.
He was dark and broody like Batman.
Not even close.
Shoot.
65.
I always hear that one Lego reference. I'm dark and brooding too. Emmett. I'm dark and brooding. I'm dark and brooding too. I'm Batman.
It's been a long time since I've seen those movies.
Oh, dude,
I never did see
recently
this.
watched it.
I didn't see the second one though.
I was great.
I didn't want to see it.
Good cop, bad cop. Had like the good guy face and it had the bad guy face. On each side.
Yeah. And then 65 is Blaze. This dude in Armageddon, when I first started playing it, oh my god, the levels of PTSD rolling off this dude is just crazy.
Is it worse than Nam?
Do what?
Is it worse than Vietnam?
I don't get it.
Ooh, because Vietnam has PTSD too. Oops.
Wow. That was a little far.
Oops.
But Blaze was part of the story between Taven and Dagon as well, where the god Argus, his wife, the sorceress Delia, had a vision of
The warrior's becoming too powerful.
the combatants growing too powerful. So they
Made Blaze.
they discussed how to handle it, and Argus wanted to just kill all of them when the time came.
And she wanted to nullify them.
And since some of them were
Heroes.
and undeserving of death, she wanted to just nullify their powers and not kill them.
Yep. Not get rid of the powers, but it's weak.
Well, nullify means get rid of.
Oh.
But she didn't want to kill them. And
Hey, there's a cookie on here.
so they conceived of a contest between Taven and Dagon, and each one would be like the two sides of a coin.
Yep.
And no one knew which one. Now, I can hazard a guess that Taven would have been Delia's side, and Dagon would have been Argus' side.
Kill them all. Execute Order 60.
But Blaze was the fire spawn set by Delia to guard the realms
Yep.
and signal the dragons to wake the brothers when the time came. And he was actually the final boss of Armageddon, which he appeared in no Deadly Alliance.
Oh yeah, was he in the background?
No, he started as a background character on the Pit too.
What do you do? It's like walking around.
It showed
Pit
him.
two.
It showed him fighting with someone else.
Hey dude, Pit 2.
Yeah, Pit and Pit 2.
Yep. Pit 3. Poor little platoon.
And then you don't really know a whole lot about him in Deadly Alliance, but then in Armageddon he becomes that thing.
The big orange dude, like Thanos size Titan.
Yeah, he's huge.
Dang.
Cool your engines, broski.
Dang, dude, we have all those horses sounds in the background.
Do what?
We have all those horses sounds in the background.
Yeah. Then 64 is the Earth Ninja Trimmer.
64. Cool.
Yeah, Cole ripoff.
Yep.
But he was
Cool cooler.
he appeared back in Mortal Kombat Special Forces. God, that game was awful.
Dude, I was watching that and I got bored.
Yeah, there's nothing to it.
Like, dude, this is boring. Like, I didn't even want to send you it because it like put you to sleep really fast.
Well, maybe I should look it up.
That's what we do for bed. We just put ourselves to sleep with that.
Mortal Kombat Mythologies is only funny because the people's reactions when they're playing it is hilarious.
This is why I found the funny version and I watched it. It's making me laugh all the time.
Yeah, I'm gonna break my code of no language because I gotta do this guy's impression.
Do it.
He was walking through. At one point, you have these grinders that drop, and the trick is to trigger them with a high kick and then run under them when they're coming back at the ceiling.
Yep.
But when you're getting attacked by ninjas with grinders in the same room,
I just knocked over Commander Cody.
Corona. Yeah, not quite. But you do that, and then the crusher retracts into the ceiling. The trick was to manage all the ninjas you're fighting, and manage the crushers, but you could actually sometimes knock the ninjas under them and trigger them. Oh, right now I got hiccups.
Oops.
But the funny thing is, I was watching this video. This guy went to kill a ninja, and he had to move to do it. He stepped in the range of one of the crushers, and it got him and the ninja both. He goes, "Oh, now they're gonna start doing that shit." I know I don't cuss, but I had to do that. I had to do that impression to its full extent. That guy was hilarious doing that.
Is this the same guy with that we watched with the Deception?
He does it too. Oh my god, he stretches out so much about that game. It was almost not fun to watch.
Oh, ooh.
I was like, dude, I can't handle you freaking out and watch the game at the same time.
I like the other guy that did that. Does the funny things.
Which one?
The first guy, not the British guy, but the other one that was doing the reaction for it. I actually found those.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that's freaking hilarious.
Yeah, but
Special Forces. Don't you play Jack? If I remember right.
you play as Jax in
Yeah,
that
I
one.
remember he played Jax, and then they do like some other plot, and I don't remember what else because I was bored already.
Yeah.
You shoot some things, and then I don't
There's
remember.
like all this. You think, oh, this game's gonna be cool, and then you plug it in, and it's like, oh,
Oh no, this gives me AIDS.
this thing.
It's giving me AIDS just looking at it.
But Trimmer was the only character other than Jax in that game that was not a one and done character.
Nice.
He appeared in Mortal Kombat X's DLC.
Did you fight him? Did you fight him as Jax?
Yeah, he's one of the bosses.
Nice. He bad dude.
Yeah, he's a black dragon.
Oh, he's Geras.
Yeah.
Geras versus Cole versus.
Trimmer.
See, you should do that fight if we have a Lego battle.
Yeah, Geras kind of stole some of Trimmer's moves.
I noticed that. I'm like, wait a second. Isn't that a Tremor thing? And then I'm like, it is. What?
Yeah, they stole some of their
I
moves.
hear it.
They had to.
Oh yeah.
There's only so many Earth-related moves you can come up with.
What if you had like this side of quakes? That'd be copyrighted, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, that's we don't want that, but then you don't do. Like, hey, that's from the Ninjago. You're stealing my stuff now. Oops. Fire! Ooh, that actually guy's over again.
You need to stop.
Oops.
I've already set that thing up twice.
Alright, I think you can fix it though, because I know where it is.
And then we have, speaking of Ninjago, Kai.
Kai.
Yeah. that guy.
I think so.
Or did.
There's a clone that goes in there.
Yeah. The Mortal Kombat 4 slash Ninjago slash Liu Kang slash Shaolin Monk. It was one of those things like you got Liu Kang and Kai, and you made this new character that functioned. He was a lot like Liu Kang. And then you're keeping Liu Kang in the game. Sorry for the hiccups, y'all.
Why make him if he had?
But you're adding this new guy in. Who do you think people are gonna go for? Liu Kang.
Okay. I would. Who the freaking mob is this dude?
Yeah.
Who is this crazy mob?
I had no problem with Kai. I actually think some of his moves are cool.
He seemed a cool guy.
Like he's got like the descending fire that shoots up and comes down on your head.
Fire!
He's got a couple other like kicks and stuff that he can do. He's not a bad character by any means. But again, the Liu Kang thing.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you're leaving Liu Kang in the game, but you're making another character like him.
Second rate Liu Kang.
Yeah, he's a second rate Liu Kang. He's an Americanized Liu Kang. Is what he is.
Nice. Ooh, America. I'm a big fan of America, but come on, guys.
I'm like, that's a mistake, yeah.
Nice being tryhard.
But I mean, there's really not a lot to him other than that. You get a drink, sorry. I'm trying to get rid of these hiccups.
Good.
Out the way.
Out the way, get out the way, get out the way. I don't know, what is that? Fixed it?
Good. No, don't break it again.
Okay. Oop, I was gonna. Commander Green. You're alive. What?
62 is Movado. Another character that NetherRealm Studios must have hated because he got yeeted in the comics by Cassie Cage. Very brutally.
Kind of a cold wave of gas.
Yeah. Like first she don't sit on the couch yet.
Alright.
First she calls him Captain Hook.
Does he have a hook for a hand?
No, he has the hook swords.
Captain Hook. Oof. Rip. Like, dude.
Well, Johnny calls Cabal Captain Hooks.
Cabal sack. Didn't he call him that too?
Yeah. He had nicknames for all of them. And few.
Bo right? Whoa. Is that an X? I'm right back. I'm gonna take a rest. Did it stop?
No, I was drinking.
Okay. I'm right back, dude.
But where was I? Okay, Movado. He was a red dragon. And he's actually supposedly the leader of the red dragon, and then they introduced Dagon. I was like, really? You made it worse on yourself. But like there's not a whole lot to him, even his story wasn't great. He tried to kill Kenshi in, I think it was Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. It didn't work out for him so well. He got dead. But really, that's all. I mean, well, actually, the way Cassie killed him was brutal. She literally cuts off his hair, shoots off his hand with her gun, catches his sword, and then splits him up the middle from the bottom part first. Ouch. And then 61 is Reiko. Reiko. Yeah, another Mortal Kombat 4 character that actually wasn't bad. I will mention in Armageddon, I love his moves. But goodness gracious, is he hard to fight. He's got some really cool moves. He has like the ninja stars. He has like a flip kick. He has like one where he slides and grabs you by the leg and throws you. And his other one's like a shoulder charge. You can train a lot of them together. And then he has the Warhammer. I almost never use that thing. In Mortal Kombat 4, and actually pretty much in all of his story, he's pretty much a Shao Kahn wannabe. And then in the new timeline, when you had the comics, he had a whole new storyline where he was supposed to be the blood god, but then Havoc betrayed him, and he ended up being the catalyst for Shinnok's amulet. That comic book was weird. I mean, he's really not that much of a character. I just think he's cool. But if I remember right, look. Yep, 60 is Havoc. And the words Jax spoke to Baraka in Mortal Kombat 9 apply. Dang, you ugly. That to his face. He is the leader of the Chaos Realm. And for leading a realm of chaos, he has a really smooth voice. But he was also pretty well known for doing stuff with his body. Bodies just weren't meant to do. Pretty well. A contortionist would fit the bill for him. He had the torso spin move, which, by FYI, that move's amazing. He had self-mutilation moves where he would snap his own neck, and it would actually heal him. I was like, yeah, but the time you take to heal yourself is nullified by the time or next few minutes they've been punching you in retaliation. So that's another move I almost never use. He's definitely interesting, other than the fact that he uses a gigantic mace. No, I want him. He's on my list of guys to build. Havoc in the comics was, again, he betrayed Reiko. And he actually got beat by Takeda. Well, almost beat. He was about to kill Takeda, and then Scorpion yeeted him out of existence by spearing him from behind and dragging him to hell. That sounded like an accident.
Yep.
So when Scorpion killed Havoc, I find it funny because he gives him to Drummond and Moloch. And when Drummond sees him, he goes, "Scorpion, get over here." I was like, I'd have been like, okay, you asked for it.
Ha! Stealing my lines, darn it. Get that mopping out.
And then what's funny is when he drops Havoc at their feet and tries to leave, they're like, oh no, you're not leaving that easily. Scorpion's like, oh really? Well, watch me.
Got it.
And then 59 is Shinnok, the fallen elder god. Or when Johnny beats him in Mortal Kombat X, he goes, "You really are a fallen elder god. Where are you going now?" Oh, you're right there. But Shinnok's whole thing, he tried to corrupt Earth.
Failed.
Originally, and Raiden whooped his butt.
I'm sorry.
You just went from Raiden to Shang Tsung there.
Oops.
That was quite a voice transition.
That was. Holy crap.
But he stopped Shinnok and locked him up in the Netherrealm. And years later, Shinnok escapes. And in Mortal Kombat 4, he tries to do the same thing by corrupting Earthrealm's life force and then invading the heavens. Raiden and Liu Kang kicked his butt again. And then in the new timeline, you or in Mortal Kombat X, he comes back again, which his voice actor until he gets until he turns into corrupted Shinnok, his voice actor, I was like, dude, you are remotely unterrifying. His powers, he's really powerful,
Yeah.
but I was like, you're not that terrifying, bro.
He's there.
They could have done some more work on you.
Oh, yeah.
And he sounds extremely insolent.
What? Oh, yeah, he does.
He also comes across as a 6-year-old who got his toy stolen when Johnny takes the amulet. He goes, "That is mine."
That's my toy! You stole my amulet!
Well, and then when Johnny he runs into him, he shoulder barges into him. He goes, "Oh, sorry, man, didn't see you there."
I didn't either.
Yeah, Shinnok just spouts out this exceedingly eloquent verbal. He very eloquently verbally abused him.
He's an angry child.
I was like,
His
dude, you
mommy
are
didn't hug him.
you are remotely unintimidating.
His mommy didn't hug him enough when he was a little kid.
Apparently so.
What's wrong, little boy? You need some hugging from your mommy. Aww. So sad.
But other than that, I was like, dude, I don't.
I'm
know.
so
I don't
scared of you. I'm quivering in my boots right now. So much. So scared.
Then 58 is Moloch.
Moloch for Moloch.
Moloch.
Okay. There's two by the way, there's two Molochs. There's a Lego Moloch and then there's a real one.
But with Moloch, the thing with him is you really didn't realize how big he was.
He's giant.
Because he's huge.
Is he bigger than Ridley?
I don't know how big Ridley is.
Ooh,
Moloch's just big though.
big boy.
He's-
He's very thick.
Yeah, you couldn't tell how big and muscular he was because he's all hunched over.
Ooh, like General Grievous?
And, well, kinda.
Well, General Grievous isn't as hunched as he is.
Yeah, Moloch's pretty hunched. Grievous's neck is just angled forward though.
Yeah,
That's not really hunched.
true. He's a long neck boy.
But with Moloch, he did have that big freaking ball and chain though. All of his moves in the games, or most of his moves, were like howls and stuff. So you could do. I was like, why waste that move? All I'm doing is wasting my own time and getting myself killed. Now it did work to lure them in, do the howl a couple of times, wait for him to get close and then nail him with that ball. You could pull off that strategy, but it was pretty risky. But with Moloch, his whole story was that he was an Oni in the Netherrealm, and he was one of the ones that Quan Chi enlisted to help him hold back Scorpion while he escaped, and he promised to take them with him. So of course Moloch can draw him into it, trying to get out of the Netherrealm, and Quan Chi, as every Mortal Kombat villain must, does not obey his promise. So naturally they're ticked off at him.
Oof.
It's like, dude, if you were just a little more honorable, you might not have so many enemies.
But nobody's not honorable.
I don't think you can be.
What a loser.
Tell me about it. But I've always thought Moloch was cool.
Yeah.
Just as a cool character, not anything special.
Okay, what's the next one?
This one is Lee May.
Sexy girl.
Originally, I thought she was wearing almost nothing. But then I got my dad to describe the outfit. She's pretty scantily clad, but she's wearing a little more than I thought she was.
Didn't she have something just covering her boobs and then some other things, some gold
She had some
thing?
armor and stuff, and then she had some purple around her waist.
Purple what?
Some purple around her waist.
Like a thong?
No, like clothing,
Oh.
like cloth.
You know, I just want to say that all the women don't have any armor except
Well,
for
she actually had some armor, and some of them do.
True. Not a lot.
One of Sonya's variants has tactical armor on.
Well, does it actually work?
Not really.
Oof.
It's just a costume.
I was thinking like it would like help it would help with the damage. That's
No,
good.
no character does that.
Oh,
The
that'd be
armor is just part of the design.
cool.
But with Lee May, she again was designed to do stuff that no one else should be able to do. Like,
Contortionist.
yeah, contortionist. When she did her flying kick, that foot would be brought up behind her head. And when she kicked you, you'd go. It wasn't. When it said flying kick, I thought I meant her. No, it meant you.
Oops.
It was like.
Here's
Imagine that move in Smash Ultimate, dude.
Which one?
Lee May is the flying kick where she jumps across the screen, pulls her foot behind her head, and yeets you.
She's the move in Smash Ultimate.
Yeah, like use that move in Smash Ultimate, you're gonna kill somebody with that move.
Oh yeah.
And it probably will be yourself.
Speaking of contortionist, I was able to fit into a dryer last year.
Do
So hey, is that story later? That's a fun one.
with Lee May though, her village was enslaved by
Oh yeah.
Quan Chi and Shang Tsung to build a palace for Shang Tsung, Quan Chi, and their army. And she ends up meeting Shujinko. And
She met him?
yeah,
Like the old Chichinko or young one?
middle aged.
Oh.
And she actually trains him.
Oh, cool. After he fixes mistakes.
Actually, no. He trains her, but it's like he's
Training.
in the
Game.
Deception. You could train as other characters,
Yep.
and when he's supposedly training Lee May, it's actually her training him.
Thanks.
Like you're learning her moves. It's like what the heck?
Ah, that's weird.
And look at it flips it around. But Quan Chi and Shang Tsung came up announced a contest that anyone or a tournament that whoever wins it would win freedom for their village, and she wins it, and then it turns out that it wasn't freedom they were winning; it was the honor of having their soul placed in one of the undead armies' bodies.
Oops. Rip. What a freaking rip, my dude.
So she kind of has a bit of a sad story.
Yeah. Big sad. And then there's Chad. Oops, that's a stormtrooper. Number 6.
56 is Taven.
It's not Chad, unfortunately.
I did mention Taven earlier. He was the good brother to Taven. There's Dagon's evil brother cliche.
Yep. Good brother Couché.
Yeah, they had that whole thing going on. Which I think Taven's cool. He's got some fun moves as well. But with him, by the end of that game though, I mentioned like Dagon killed his parents. He had his dragon killed.
Yeah.
He enslaved his own dragon.
Where is she?
By the end of that game, Taven had nothing left
Yep.
to live for, and he still went through with the quest.
Yep.
That's what makes me like Taven a lot more, and his moves are honestly way cooler.
Yep. That was a cool story, man.
Yeah. Taven has like the attack where he teleports around behind you and punches you 3 times, although he actually teleports around you at an angle.
Yeah.
So if you're not careful, you can actually land right in front of your opponent.
Hey, why
Adam,
do some
get-
of the levels give me a feel of Zelda puzzles?
Why? What do you mean?
Some of the deception levels, the Armageddon levels, give me a feeling of being in a Zelda dungeon.
That's weird.
With all the puzzles. You know, right?
Well, you don't have a lot of puzzles and stuff. That's
Deception.
no, it's not even Deception. That's not Mortal Kombat.
Yep. Okay, deception, sorry, okay? I got the feeling of being in a Zelda dungeon. You right?
Yeah.
That's weird. Wait.
I always appreciated Taven more.
Yeah.
He also has like a ground pound move. He has a fireball move, and he has a shoulder charge move.
Ah.
A little bit of like basic move attacks.
Oh, dude, they just stacks Jack. He takes Jack with his weapons or
Then 55 is Collector,
Collector.
which I gotta say the concept is cool. 6 arms.
Dang, that's more than I have.
See your nut, Shogun? They have 4 arms. We have 6. Must be something in that world's water.
Ha! Truly that.
I think that's what Jax.
Mutation time! Wins!
I don't know where that came from.
Collector was also Shao Kahn, or let's say being Shao Kahn's loan shark, I almost feel bad for that guy.
Lone Shark never gets pleased. I mean, the person he's.
The boss never gets pleased.
Nope.
I don't think you can please Shao Kahn.
Imagine Shao Kahn being a gangster boss. Ooh, nothing would get done because he's never pleased.
Right.
Ooh.
Worst boss ever!
It's like Gandorf.
Yeah, that did.
Oops. Oops. Wrong franchise.
But, I mean, other than that though, there's really not a lot to Collector. He was just Shao Kahn's launch shark. He did have like a cool setup with his gameplay, like you can pull stuff out of his back and throw it at you.
Okay, head. Chichinko is not Chichinko's. Somebody's head, right?
No.
Suha's head?
No, that's Aaron Black's intro. He jumps in and he throws a bag, and as it rolls across the floor, Suha's head falls out.
Oops. Wasn't there another character that's head was in the bag too that got trashed?
No, in MKX, Quan Chi, one of his intros is he walked in carrying Moloch's head.
Those are the things, the characters that Ed Boon hated.
I was like, what's wrong with Moloch? I thought he was cool.
Guess not. In his eyes.
They are like constantly dogging on Suha though. The boy can't catch a break.
Nope.
Not,
What
that
is
he,
it?
not that he
Pick on-
deserves one, but still, dang.
What is it? Pick on Suha Day? Remember that?
Pretty sure that's like every day.
Pick on Pit Day? Oops. Pick on Pit Day? What did she say after that? Brady?
I don't know. In Medieval War
Hades.
is Geras.
34?
54. Not even close.
Oh, darn. So close.
To
Geras.
what?
I'm like, oh, so close. Not really.
But Geras, like we mentioned before, with Trimmer.
Rip-offs.
Like a Trimmer ripoff. With the Earth-based attacks, although his are kind of cooler though.
Like you said, you couldn't use the side because that's Ninjago.
He has hammers.
And
There's
Earth,
a gauntlet.
big giant
and he
golden
has-
ones.
Yeah, and he has a sword. And then he was actually Chronica's creation, and she created him to be a fixed point in time. And being that he can't be killed.
Nope.
He's immortal.
He can seriously be hurt,
And if you chop him up in a blender, he'll come together.
but he can't be killed. Well, Cassie ran him through with a forklift and pinned him to the wall, then threw an incendiary grenade under him and blew him up.
Yep. He just pieced himself back together.
Yeah. Nightwolf put a hatchet through his face and then electrocuted the hatchet.
Get ready to put him under to the sea of blood.
Yeah. And Raiden put him through the sea of blood.
Sea of blood.
Isn't that Stitch?
Yeah. Which I think that actually ended him for now.
Was it like Stitch?
I actually don't know.
Oh, you should ask your dad.
I might. Then, freaking Nightwolf put a hatchet through his face and then electrocuted the hatchet and blew his head up. Shang Tsung put him in a portal and sent him to the Chaos Realm. Havoc will keep him entertained. I was like, this dude just won't die. Because he can't die. And I kind of got annoyed fighting him. Oh, Kung Lao sliced his head off with his hat. He goes, sink. Kung Lao looks at Liu Kang and goes, that was easy.
They should have the easy button.
And then he reforms and Kung Lao's looking like, or not.
You should go.
That was easy.
You know, remember that was easy button that he just
Yeah.
had?
That was
Push
easy.
that one.
That was easy.
Unfortunately, our easy button broke because somebody knocked it off the wall.
You what?
Fortunately, we had an easy button in our classroom, and it broke. So to play a joke, the teacher took the easy button from the other teacher's classroom. And then eventually the other teacher got a new one, but did it as a joke.
Yeah. And then next character, 53, is Cetrion.
Yeah. He looks like Poison Ivy.
She does. Green hair, green outfit. Of course, her boobs are showing.
Who's hotter is the question. Oops.
Poison Ivy.
True. Doesn't she have red hair?
Poison Ivy, yeah.
Uh,
Red hair, green eyes, green outfit. Made a joke with my dad. I said, yeah, that ain't surprised. I said, I can't ever go for formal. Dad goes, oh no, they are all about the boobs.
all about the boobs. You know I'm all about those boobs. About those boobs.
My dad came out with that line though. That's what surprised me.
You know they're all about those boobs.
Every character shown, well, most of the characters aren't actually in 11.
Showing the boobies.
Yeah, sadly. I'm kidding.
I'm happy about those boobs.
But she actually has a lot of. I like the way she plays with all the element-based powers.
Yeah. As my friend says, I was gonna rise up those female characters. Do.
Dang. That's messed up.
Like, damn, dude, what the heck?
Yeah. I recently gained some more respect for Cetrion. That's why she's higher than the other two below her.
Yeah, dude, she's cool. She
She's
went all the way
cool.
up, dude. Like a lot.
Yeah, they got moved up
Would
several
you
spots.
have her at before?
They were down in like the late 60s.
Like in the trash sort of?
Yeah. I just hadn't played the game and I didn't care for him much.
I kind of liked her a little bit right away. I'm like, okay, she's cool.
Yeah. I was like, once I saw like all she could do, she has a lot of cool ones. She has firepower. She has
I had her at 50 though.
what do you mean?
Like when I made a mental list and stuff, I had her at 50.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know you made a mental list. You should write it down.
You should.
I kind of want to see what your picks are.
Alright.
And then, like, she has like a water-based power. She has a rock-based power.
She kind of has everything. She's like a buffet.
She has a lot of like the earth-based powers. She has a wind move that really just doesn't do
Doesn't she
anything.
have sand?
No, that's yours.
Hey, it's Earth, Wind, and Fire. That's a good song.
That's a song.
Yep, September. That's what we call it.
Who's it by?
It's so it's like I think the band is Earth, Wind. I could be wrong on this. I think it's called like Earth, Wind, and Fire.
The band is.
Yeah, I think could be wrong though, but they made the 27th September song.
Huh.
I could be wrong though, but
Yeah. But with Cetrion, I've gained a lot of respect for her recently. We can just say that. In the 52, we have Tanya.
she's bad, right?
Yes. The palette swap for Katana in Mortal Kombat 4.
What color is she?
Yellow and brown instead of blue and white.
Oh.
As
That's
a
it.
yellow outfit and brown skin instead of opposed to blue outfit and white skin. Which why is Katana white? She's clearly Asian.
Wait, was she Asian in the movie?
Yes.
So it should have been brown and
She
blue.
should have been Asian.
Blue and brown
Yeah.
and yellow and brown.
Yeah.
Strange. I don't know. It's weird.
Tanya's a wasp.
Maybe they forgot. She is.
Yellow brown.
Yep.
But Tanya though, she was in Adinian.
What?
She was in Adinian, like Sindel, Katana, and Jade. But she betrayed Adinian to Shinnok and allowed him to take over there.
Ooh.
And then she tried to betray Liu Kang. Or she tried to capture him for Shinnok. Of course, Liu Kang was like, "Fool, you ain't giving me that easily."
Oh, on the topic of Asians, I just want to say, God touches them with something.
The magic stick.
What?
Magic stick.
Ooh.
Hey,
Hey, slave.
then like that's really all you know about Tanya. There's not a lot about her.
Nope.
And then 51. Oh god, PTSD time.
Blade Mataro?
Motaro.
Oh, God. Wait,
As
so
Noah mentioned
top two
earlier.
characters that gave you PTSD, Blaze and Mataro.
Yeah. As Noah mentioned earlier, if your sub boss is harder than your boss, you have a programming problem.
Haha. away his legs though.
Yeah, in Armageddon they yanked him up.
Dollar Store Mataro.
Yeah, it was like the dollar store Mazzaro.
He's strong though.
Yeah, they instead of making him a centaur, they turned him into a minotaur in Armageddon because of programming. But honestly, like I prefer the version of Mataro in there.
If you would have kept him, he would have been slow, right?
Yeah, he would have been a slow character. Like in Armageddon, his hit recoil on the character, the knockback on his hits are crazy.
Oh, wow.
Opposed to like his kicks and stuff, which send you flying.
Number 57.
He's fast, he's ferocious,
Yep.
and he's strong. He's just a good character to play as. He's annoying as heck to face.
Oof.
I faced him you face him at the worst level too. There's like 3 different tribes you can get
Huh?
hooked into. It's like, what the heck, dude?
Ooh. Rep.
He was actually the only character I managed to get into the Foundry press.
Do I?
The Foundry is a level in Mortal Kombat Armageddon,
Oh, it is.
and you can actually knock him into the press
Ah.
and get him, and you have him crushed.
What's the Foundry make again?
It's I don't remember exactly what the Foundry is.
Oh.
But like you knock him into the Foundry press and it crushes him. He was actually the one character I managed to do that. I was like, yes!
Nice.
When I did that, I was like, wow, that actually worked.
Yeah. It took you a while?
Yeah. I was actually fighting him, and he had me against it, and fortunately enough, I was a character that could teleport. I was like, teleport, uppercut, you were the crusher.
Yeet! Ah, yeet.
Actually, it was a teleport side kick.
Oh, nice.
Or it was a back kick, or it was a straight kick, actually, but it was the side arrow.
Oops.
And then we have Kintaro.
Number 50, King DDD. Oops.
Kintaro, aka
Hey, they both have
Stripes.
K's in them.
Do what?
They both have K's.
Kintaro, aka Stripes.
Stripes, boy.
Incineroar.
Yeah, he is a tiger, but he's not a fire tiger.
I am the tiger.
You're making all kinds of tiger references.
Colors, frosted flakes. They're great. Okay, I had to do that.
I don't get it.
I had to do that.
I don't get
I just had to.
it. You suck.
I love you too.
I know, right?
You're best brother ever, right, guys?
I'm just that cool.
Yep.
Yes, that came out intentional.
Goodbye.
But Kintaro was supposed to be a bipedal tiger type character, and then that ended up not happening because that would have been hard to do with programming and stuff back then in Mortal Kombat 2.
Yep.
Is he gonna be, so if they release him again, is he gonna be more tiger-like?
I don't know, but you got a point though, because like every release he came out, he looked a little more tigery.
They should just go and use him using Incineroar as the big. There you go.
Minus the flames.
Yep.
But for Kintaro though, he was the sub-boss underling under Shao Kahn, not Shang Tsung, because Liu Kang apparently killed Goro in Mortal Kombat 1, which he actually did not kill Goro.
So there's a mess up right there?
No, it was the apparent death of Goro. It looked like he was dead, but he wasn't.
He was alive.
He's alive. And then
Like Samuel Jackson, Mace Windu. Yeah, he could be alive. There's
Yeah.
an interview with that. George Lucas is like, why did you have to kill me, George? Can I be alive? And George is like, yeah, he can be alive. So it's canon, guys. Mace Windu's alive. According to George now. Because Samuel Jackson asked. You know Samuel Jackson. Is it okay, bro, if I do this?
do what?
If I use language here, bro? As he says on his lightsaber. Is it okay, bro?
Oh, yeah.
He's a badass motherfucker.
Or as Nick Fury says, motherfucking.
Ha! Yo, can you believe that's carved on his lightsaber? Actually, no, can't believe that. I'm not surprised that's carved on his lightsaber.
Yeah. Bam.
Yep.
Which is actually the noise that Nightcrawler makes when he teleports.
A bimf.
Yeah.
That's funny, actually. It actually does that.
Yeah. Another thing that was funny revealed for Kitaro is apparently in the comics it's revealed he can't swim.
They can't what?
He can't swim.
Oh, what? So if you land on the water, you just drowned?
Yeah, because their boat exploded and Shokan was thrown overboard and he's like, "Rah, I can't swim." And Shiva goes, "Obviously."
That's what Taro said that?
Yeah, Kentaro. She was like, "Obviously."
Neither of them can swim?
No. She like, most of the Shokan can. Kentaro's just weird.
He's a special boy.
Yeah. For 49, we have Drummond, the co-ugly to Moloch. He's Moloch's co-ugly.
Is there a second, third co-ugly?
It wouldn't be co if it was.
True.
Yeah, Baraka, Melina, Reptile.
Melina's good looking up into the face.
Yeah. Cabal. You remember that mask? He is fuck.
A ball sack.
But with Drummond, again, he was basically the same story as Moloch. I just think he's cooler looking.
Yeah, true. You blow right?
Whoa. And then with the hand thing with his club, I thought it was cool. He had the club on his arm. And they had to actually write special coding to make sure the club didn't switch sides when he switched sides.
That'd be strange. It goes to his left hand?
Yeah, it goes to his left arm.
Nice. His club was his hand, he said?
Yeah, his club was his forearm. And he had
Nice.
forearm hand. Which I thought he was cool. He had a really cool mask too. Then for 48, we have Ashra. She was a demon from another realm who was trying to purify her soul by slaying other demons.
Nice, scorpion.
In doing that,
Right?
a little bit, not really. In doing that, she ran afoul of the vampires and preferably
Oops.
Natara.
Did they see Simon and Richter?
You what?
Did they see Simon and Richter there killing him too? Oops.
Vampire Slayers?
Yup. Dracula. Yup.
Right. It actually, in the last battle of Armageddon, specifically, you see Ashra and Natara fighting. Oops. What happened? I got my microphone off.
Oops. Is it still recording?
Yeah. Then 50 or 47
Almost there.
is Ferrator. Yeah, we got a while.
What?
I said, yeah, we got a while. Ferrator was a cool concept. It was like a dinosaur-like beast with this little
Tarkatan.
midget Tarkatan on top. She was a little too cutesy, though.
Yeah.
Or the way she talked, her voice was like, no. It was like, nah.
Nothing.
Good concept, bad execution.
Yeah, a little bit too adorable. It's adorably ugly. That's what that was.
Yeah, that's adorably ugly.
Yep. It's like one of those faces where you just, it's ugly, but it's like a dog face. Where it's like, oh, it's so gross, but I want to touch it. You know, right?
I called something else adorably ugly earlier.
What was it?
I don't know.
Oh, it's Mantis.
Yeah, Mantis.
Yep.
She is adorably ugly.
Yep.
Yeah, Ferrator, yeah, good concept, pretty bad execution.
Is Mantis an alien?
Yeah, she's got antennae.
What? Antennae?
Yeah, she has antenna.
She a bug or is she?
She human looking other than the antenna, but she kind of has like a bug look to her.
Yeah. At least she's not like freaking Gabor over here.
God no.
I wouldn't screw that one with a 39.5 foot pole.
And for 46, we have Triborg. Now, I used to have a really big
You
issue
should call
with
it
this.
quad board.
They really should. Because originally, his concept was the souls, or the collective consciousness of Cyber Smoke, Cyrax, and Cyber Sector.
Yeah. Apparently, yeah, good.
And then or the all combined, which that would be a triborg, 3 cyborgs, and then he had a 4th variation that was Cyber Sub-Zero. I was like,
Oh, crap.
1, there's a naming issue there. 2, he would be a quadborg.
That sounds so weird to say though.
Yes.
Quad boring.
And 2, Sub-Zero is still alive and well in the same game.
And he's a grandmaster.
So why would you have his cyborg form?
He's a baseball, dude. It's weird. Isn't
That
it?
was the main issue I had. Now originally I thought it was like you had this one character that had like a few of each of the, or a couple of each of the characters' moves. And I found out, I was like, oh, I was wrong. Each variation is a robot. Like it changes their outfit and everything. You're playing as Cyber Smoke. You're playing as Sexual. You're playing as Cyrax. Or you're playing as Cyber Zero.
Nope.
Oh God.
So many issues.
45.
Yeah, it was.
Sindel.
Or my real name says, because your real name says it's single.
Sindel.
There's no inflection either. It's single.
Yeah. But what originally in Mortal Kombat 9, it's believed that Sindel killed herself rather than to be with Shao Kahn, and she was resurrected by Quan Chi and forced to be Shao Kahn's slave.
Just kidding.
And that's why she killed everyone we love in Mortal Kombat 9.
Yeah.
She killed 90% of Earththrone. It was awesome. And I was not okay with that.
Good game.
And then Nightwolf went out like a boss. That was awesome.
It was amazing balls, dude.
We're just awesome. It was amazing.
And then in Mortal Kombat 11, they took what little respect I had left for the character
And threw it out the window
and
like
just
freaking.
yeeted it out the window.
Yeet.
Like, gone.
You did it and busted it up on the ground like a freaking old guitar.
I was like, so in this one, apparently, she betrayed her home realm of Edinia to Shao Kahn.
She's an idiot.
Yeah, Sindel's an Edinia. And murdered her husband, Jared,
Not cool.
to prove her love to Shao Kahn. I was like,
Love is tough.
dang.
Dang, son. What the frick did you pull out of your butts?
It was like, and Liu Kang made the point in Aftermath, he goes, wait, you love Shao Kahn more than your own daughter? Your own biological daughter? Shao Kahn's like, let the women be, chosen one. You owe me combat. Liu Kang gets that look on his face like, alright, you want to go? Let's go, fool. I kicked your butt twice already. Let's go. Man, that's why that chapter hurts so bad.
To play?
Oh yeah, that hurts my soul
Not bad.
a lot. You have to kill. You have to beat up Cassie Cage. You have to beat up Johnny Cage. You have to beat up Katana. No, you have to beat up Kung Lao. You have to beat up Liu Kang. And I think you have to beat up Katana. I was like, what the heck, dude?
Oh.
These characters have just defeated these Shao Kahn and Sindel for years.
And now they get
And now they're
trashed.
getting destroyed.
Why?
Especially when Shao Kahn breaks Liu Kang's legs with his hammer. I was like, oh, cringe.
Oh.
That
What did that
hurt.
happen for?
Shao Kahn's just being a dick. That's
oh,
why.
me. I'm a dick. Remember that?
Yeah. Yeah, man, that chapter hurt my soul. Other than when Sindel calls Kung Lao a eunuch. He goes, she says she calls him a eunuch monk, and Kung Lao just looks at her like, he looks at her and goes, you did not just call me a eunuch. I gotta try to get that on video. That was great. I was
You
rolling.
said that?
Do what?
You actually said that?
What?
You did not? Did you react to it?
What do you mean?
Did,
No, in the game, she calls him a eunuch monk. He goes, you did not just call me a eunuch.
I feel like Kung Lao was like the lady killer. He's like the Anakin where he knows he shouldn't be, right?
Kung Lao, while arrogant, was still a Shaolin.
All the way through and through?
Yeah. And plus they take a vow, so obviously.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Dang, that'd be hard for me.
And poverty.
You know, dude? So they only have anything but the clothes on their backs.
Pretty much.
They are
44. Onaga.
Is that another PTSD boy?
No, he annoyed me. I didn't play Deception. But God, when I saw that opening cutscene, good freaking Lord, he scared me.
Hey, what if Onaga took up one row?
Oh, Naga. Next one. Oh, Naga. What the frick? This is his wing. Oh, Naga. That'd be great, dude.
That's his eyeball.
Oh, Naga. Is this row done yet? No.
His foot. We're down to the last one. Onaga. Oh, frick this. Ran from one side of his claw to the other side of his tail. It is all of this, like, that's the whole time row.
Well, he was like a humanoid dragon.
He's so giant, though, right?
Yeah, he was huge.
Bigger than Ridley.
I was saying that.
You should ask your buddy if you should ask SMR if
He was as big as Ridley or not.
Yeah. Onaga was like he was humanoid, but like in the selection screen, he had his wings real wide out, like that. It was like, what the heck? And then when in fighting, he pulls them back. I was like, no wonder he took up the whole freaking screen. But Onaga was the Dragon King. He was the leader of Outworld before Shao Kahn, and he used to be human. Ish.
Ish. Human inch.
And then Shao Kahn poisons him. And when Onaga dies, his army mummified itself until he returned. And then when he comes back, Reptile was the closest thing to him. So he bonded with Reptile and turned into that.
That ugly thing.
I was like, dang, bro. You got ugly.
He's the big, health, musky, fluffy, and damn! And then there's like a 7th stage for him
I was like, he's on his own level.
of fatness or hugeness, whatever that is.
Hugeness. But,
Die.
I mean, like, there's really not a lot to Onaga. Not that we're not going to discuss later with Shujinko.
What?
I said at least not that we're not going to discuss later with
That'll
Shujinko.
take hours, right?
Yeah.
Be here for hours.
Speaking of which, Shujinko is next before we do.
Yay!
Which Shujinko was...
Get rid of that, get over here, they add him back.
Oh, God, yes.
Just do away with that. Just have him throw the rope.
Yeah. Shujinko was a Shaolin monk before Liu Kang, long before Liu Kang.
Yep. Like a prequel, right?
Yeah, that game started back in the past.
Oh.
And
Was Shao Kahn around?
no, like, well, I mean, he probably was, but
was
that game started back in the past, though.
How old do the Khans live?
Till someone kills them, I assume. I don't know.
They're immortal?
I don't think they're immortal.
It's...
Although Shao Kahn was really old.
Nah.
He's not a god.
True, he just lived a long time.
Yeah.
Maybe the Khans have special blood. Good
Maybe.
Indians?
Do it.
Look at the Indians and like
Yeah.
special blood.
Maybe. But with Chujinko, he was gifted the power, supposedly by an elder god, to absorb the fighting skills of any warrior he faced.
Which is pretty cool, by the way.
Yeah.
The way of the
So-
fist.
Do what?
The way of the fist. What do they call that? Because he knows everybody's.
Yeah. But, and then he was sent on this long quest to collect the 6
He's been deceived.
And this quest took, like, years and years and years. He was at least 100 years old.
And he's been deceived the whole time.
Yeah. And then
Maybe
in
I
the
can
end, he
mistake.
finds out that his supposed other god was actually Onaga.
Oops.
And what he does to finish him off is get all of the Earthrealm's combatants in one place.
How old was he when he finished him up?
Do what?
Did you get to fight him in Deception?
No, you did not. You didn't fight him in the story mode.
Do?
You do not. You don't fight him in the story mode. You fight him on the tower as well. But
And that's
what
what the story is?
yeah, that's where it shows the story. After like if they beat Onaga, what happens? But
How old was he?
I don't know. He was at least 100 years old.
Hey, he was a fit fighter then, dude.
Do what?
He was a fit fighter.
Yeah. He didn't fight like an old guy.
Nope.
But he was old.
He could kick your butt to hell and back.
Yeah. But Shujinko, what he did to stop Onaga is he got all of Earthrealm's combatants in one place, absorbed all their powers, and then just kicked Onaga's butt with them. So he did undo his mistake though, which that mistake was his entire life. His whole life was a mistake. I was like, dude,
Rip.
you got the raw deal, bro.
Yeah, he got the short end of the stick.
The very short end of that stick.
Like, maybe not like a match size stick. He got the burnt end. More like not the short end, just the burnt end of it. Oops.
But yeah, I like Shujinko, although given the ability to absorb other characters' moves, a lot of other people hate this. I think it's actually cool. He has a lot of other moves: Scorpion Spear, Raiden's Electric Fly, Sub-Zero's Freeze, Armax Telekinetic Slam, Liu Kang's Bicycle Kick, Sindel's Slide Attack. He also has a couple of like Shaolin-based attacks.
Thanks.
Yeah, something else. I can't remember what else he has that I'm pointing out. But when he does Scorpion Spear,
Get over here.
he does
That-
the worst Scorpion impression I have ever heard in my god dang life.
It's like this. Get over here.
Get over here. I was like, dude, shut your mouth.
Shut up. Then with the smart videos. Shut up. Get over here. Shut up.
It has been so long since I've seen those.
Dude, the new content sucks balls.
Really?
Yeah, they got friendly. They got too YouTube friendly.
Yeah.
But I still watch the older stuff because it's good. So I'm good.
Yeah.
I think one of the guys left. I think it was Anthony or Ian.
Yeah, one of them left.
Yep.
That sucks.
Yeah, I know, right?
Funny
Bro, Smash, your old stuff ain't. No, your new stuff ain't good. So I'm going back to your old stuff.
Yeah. But definitely they need to get rid of that get over here impression. If they ever bring Shujinko back, good lord no.
Ooh.
42.
42!
Go right. Whoa.
He's cool.
Hashtag go right choke.
Alright.
Whoa. Which, bit of fun fact before we actually start talking about the character. Borracho
Yep.
is 3 words,
Borracho.
but if you combine it, it's borracho, which means drunk in Spanish.
Which fits him totally.
Which, yeah, it does.
He's fluffy. Or he's husky, one of those two.
He's probably on the 5th level.
Yep.
But,
You're still working with a level 5.
yeah. But in the first game, like, he was out in Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, he wasn't just fat, he was obese.
That is fat, but yeah.
He was
Morbidly
morbidly obese.
I'm surprised the guy could get off the couch and fight somebody. Dang,
Yeah,
man.
I'm
Holy
like-
crap.
I was like,
Oh my. Like, what the frick?
yeah, but I was like, in his moves, like the moves where he throws up on the floor and you
barf?
slip on, I was like, that's disgusting. It's actually pretty funny when you practice that in the tutorial in Deadly Alliance. You have to practice it on Katana, and what it says, or what the text that comes up after you do it is actually kind of funny.
What does it say?
I don't remember what it is.
You have to throw up on katana?
Yeah, you have to practice the throw up move on Katana.
Did she slip in it?
Yeah, I mean, like all of them slip in it. But at the beginning, it says "nice one" about your last move. And then it says but Katana may not appreciate this move nearly as much. And then it's this vomit move.
Like that?
Yeah. And then I don't remember what it says after that.
Oop, that's unreal.
I would have gone with Katana is now offended.
I know.
Fights!
Now I would be with you.
I would definitely be offended.
It's like fight. Oops.
Like, you don't throw up on a girl that good looking, bro.
Oh yeah, you save that for.
You saved that for Melina.
You just hear. Yep, definitely.
The noises Melina makes in her MP9 fatalities.
What noises are they?
Sounds like she's having sex, I'll be blunt.
Oh what? She really does.
I need to show you her fatalities.
When she literally sounds she's having sex.
It was some of the noises she made.
Imagine her sound like by themselves.
I know, right?
Dad just walks in. What you watching? Not porn. Oops.
With Raicho, originally I was like, yeah, he's disgusting. Now, one move that would be funny is he's got like a beer keg on his back. I was like, if he pulled that off and just beat you upside the face with it, that would actually be funny.
That would be great.
That would be hilarious.
I'd pay to watch that, would you?
Yeah, but then like you're thinking in the beginning of the games, like this obese, puking, farting piece of garbage trying to Luke Kang and Kung Lao, give me a friggin' break. Then like
He's
MK,
worse.
then in MKX he like slimmed down a lot. I mean he's still a fat dude.
He got slumped, but at
Yeah.
least he's able to get off the couch.
Yeah, I was like he slimmed down.
How much? Like 200 pounds? What's it what?
He looks big, like he looks like he's a fat guy, but he's not huge.
He's like an
anymore.
average fat
he's
guy,
not
right?
he's not a grease blob.
He's like an average fat guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he got out and got fit for once.
Yeah, for once, I don't know how he did it. He could have just shaved all of that blubber off. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
great.
there wasn't any muscle there.
He had a crane to get outside in.
Yeah. Where you guys planning on craning it out? You don't understand. You're gonna need one hell of a crane.
Where's that from again?
Captain America.
Oh yeah. That's great.
Yeah, that was a funny one.
Oh, that was good. Oops.
Then you have Freelon Frosty.
Frosty, this milkshake.
Yeah, I coined that term.
You coined it and they ran off with it. You should get the credit, dude.
I am fully okay with them running away with it. I really am.
That was cool, but that's cool that you called it that first before they did.
I was like, called it.
Edwin has the same little mind that you do.
Do what?
Edwin has the same mind that you have.
My dad actually called her that once. I was like, that is so perfect.
Your dad does?
Yeah, my dad called her that. But with Frost,
Was Frost in the previous games?
yeah, she was in Delay Alliance.
Okay. She was in Armageddon too.
Yeah, she was in Armageddon. Everybody was in Armageddon.
You guys had the Alliance?
No.
Shadow Monks?
We had Shadow Monks on PlayStation 2.
And then you got
We got Armageddon on PlayStation 2, and then we got Wii.
the Wii version?
The Wii was so much easier.
Yeah. I can imagine.
Other than fatalities. Fatalities in that game generally sucked. But with Frost in Deadly Alliance, she debuted as kind of a Sub-Zero's protege.
Yeah.
And then it's revealed through deception that she really joined because she wanted the mantle of Grandmaster for herself.
The what?
She wanted the mantle of Grandmaster for herself.
I think it's a Mandalorian. I'm like, Mandalorian, what?
And she tries to betray Sub-Zero. Now here's her rookie mistake. She tries to freeze Sub-Zero.
It's like Johnny Nemo in
It's
water.
like drowning Aquaman. You're not gonna do it.
How do you do that?
You
No
don't.
bomb. It's so stupid.
She tried to drown a fish.
Her mom's is dumb. That's great too.
But like, here's your first mistake. You don't freeze Sub-Zero. He's used to it. And then she tried to use the Dragon Medallion's power. It overwhelmed her, and she froze herself.
Yep.
So, heartbroken at her death because he blamed himself, he finds a place that he buries her. Well, he kind of entombs her, he doesn't really bury her.
Yep.
And that's where he learns that their ancestors were descended from Outworld.
Wait, does Sub-Zero have medallion?
Yeah, he's like the dragon in that.
Does your guy have it on Lego form?
No, Nintendo necklace. Playing that yellow or blue. Yeah. But unbeknownst to Sub-Zero, she wasn't dead.
She was alive and well.
It's still kicking.
Still kicking. I remember that.
Yeah. So she comes back. Now she's insane.
Yep. Here's the medallion.
Yeah. And she sees everyone before her as Sub-Zero. And she slaughtered the entire Olympic Bowl.
Wait.
Naturally pissing off the Grandmaster.
Wait, everybody looked like Sub-Zero to her?
At first, in the original timeline, after she was supposedly dead and then became insane, everyone she saw was Sub-Zero.
Oops.
Because she hated him that much.
Dang. And they pissed off the Grandmaster.
Yeah, she killed his entire clan. Naturally, I was going to take him off.
Don't mess with the Grandmaster.
So she challenged him as an unfit ruler.
He got beat up.
Beat the crap out of her and then told her, "You come back, I will kill you."
Yep. I like his voice actor.
Yeah, and NK9.
I will kill you. Now bring
I
it.
will end you.
I will end you.
Too high.
Oh.
Not much too high, but it's too high. But, in the new timeline,
Oh, you spoke this up.
yeah, you actually see, I think in the Battle of Armageddon, you actually see Sub-Zero actually finish off Frost.
Nice.
You actually see him kill her, I believe.
Nice.
And then in the new timeline, it's when Sub-Zero tried to make peace with Scorpion, she tried to intervene and Sub-Zero froze her.
Yep.
Get wrecked.
Get it.
But that happened, and then she challenges him as unfit to rule. That changed. That changed the same. And again, he kicked her butt and told her, "Get out.
She's an abortion.
You come back, I will kill you."
Yep.
And then her thing in 11 now is she wants to
Get back.
take over the clan or return the clan back to cyborgs. Of course, Sub-Zero's got a problem with that.
Get back, Jack. Is the same.
And so the thing that made me not like Frost, now that I've talked about her story in MK11, her arrogance is way, way overdone.
And the air as the word insidious.
Your arrogance blinds you, Master Frost.
Nah, no master.
Your arrogance blinds you, Frost.
Your patience is yours. He doesn't have patience.
But yeah, that's my issue with Frost, mainly. On to 40. Alright.
Woo! This is the cool one, right? Cool guys?
Time to make people mad.
Do it.
40.
Execute order 66.
Execute order P off.
P.O. time. P.O. boxes.
40 is Shao Kahn.
I can already
I can already see the ring going down.
This is typer sound like this. This is typer in the chat. You can hear it now.
Now, Shao Kahn he's cool. He's just never done it for me.
Nope.
One reason, the taunts. Don't taunt the guy who's currently kicking your butt.
Well, you know what's funny though?
What?
It's official, Dead.
It's official. You suck.
He does it after you die.
Yeah, in Mortal Kombat, or the taunt in MK11, he goes, "You suck."
Like a kid, schoolboys at school.
Yeah, but then after he retaliates you, he goes, "It's official. You suck." I was like, of course he saves the good one until after you're dead.
You suck.
What that did eliminate in 11 though is it's harder to attack him while he's taunting
Why?
because they're shorter.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, no, the taunts are shorter.
Oh.
They sped him up just a bit.
They did it on purpose, did they?
Yeah, because they realized the hole in their plan.
Yep, they did.
Yeah, they realized the hole in their taunt plan of like it gives you a wide open margin to let them have it.
Yeah. They realized that, like, wait a second.
Yeah, Shao Kahn had me like down to the wire in MK9, and he was in half life. He tried to taunt me a couple times, and he was dead. I was like, "Ha! Yeah, you killed yourself there, buddy."
Mega K.
But like in MK2, MK3, he was hard as heck to beat. Until you finally figured out his strategy, then Mataro's harder. But then like in Mortal Kombat Deception, which like, he actually was playable in Deception. Armageddon, which Armageddon he was just playable, he wasn't in the storybook much. And then 9, I was like, I'm not impressed, bro. And then 11, I was like, okay. Like, okay, nice, he's back. Then they made him a pre-order bonus, so I was already salty. I was like, really? You can make a pre-order bonus of a character you have to fight as in Aftermath? That's rude.
How rude.
How rude.
Yes, Jaja, you do have an opinion in this video.
Yeah,
Talking about German.
don't tell him that, though.
What?
Don't tell him that, though.
Oh, it's rude. He might get all excited. Like, oh yeah, we have an opinion now, yeah. Oops, I think it's did.
But yeah, Shao Kahn is just, I don't know why, he's just never done it for me. 39.
What?
Quan Chi.
Oh, wrong one. I had to do that.
In Mortal Kombat 4, Quan Chi revealed intentionally revealed misinformation to Scorpion to make him believe that Kuai Liang was the one that had killed his family, and after beating Kuai Liang to pieces, and he was about to kill him, Sub-Zero basically told him, you can kill me, but it won't ease your pain. I'm not the one that killed your family. And that's when Quan Chi reveals that he did it, and he tried to send Scorpion back to the Nether Realm. Yeah, Scorpion's like, you want to send me to hell? You're coming with, punk. Bad move, Quan Chi. Because Scorpion is stronger in hell, and you're weaker.
Yep.
Real smart.
Yep. Thanks
So-
for dragging me to hell, buddy. You gave me strength.
And then they drug him with him. And weakened him.
Did he go, get over here?
Yeah, he's like, never.
Get over here. To hell with you. No. To hell with you. Get over here. Drags him down. Yeah.
Yeah, Scorpion and Sub-Zero was actually probably one of the best voice actors in 4.
Oh, yeah.
But then, after years of being tortured by Scorpion because he couldn't fight him off, he hires Drawn and Moloch, which we don't know how that ended.
Yep.
But then, in Mortal Kombat 9, he resurrected Sindel. And then she killed everyone we love.
Ooh. Rip.
Dick move, Quan Chi. And then he proceeds to steal everyone's souls, which makes it hurt that much worse.
Rip.
Like when Raiden has to fight him, he's like, dude, I don't want to kill you, bro, but I got to. But that's the same I felt with that chapter in Aftermath. I was like, I don't want to do this.
Ooh.
But, and then in 10, Sub-Zero finally reveals the truth to Scorpion that it was Quan Chi's fault or he was the one that murdered his family. And in response, Scorpion slices his head off.
Ooh.
I was like, dude, if you had only done it a few seconds sooner, you would have like been the savior of Earthrealm and crap. You would have saved Earthrealm from Shinnok.
Yep. Oops.
But yeah, Quan Chi finally dies and nobody cares.
Ha!
As Jack says, good riddance to bad trash.
As they say, whatever about the Jordan attack of the Wookiees? Nobody cares.
Did you hear me though?
Yeah.
As Jack says, good riddance to bad trash.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
Got him.
38 is Sector.
We're getting there.
Again, another one that, like, I don't know why I don't like it, he just didn't do it for me. He's
You
not
don't like him?
He's not nearly as cool as Cyrax.
True. Mustard and ketchup.
Yeah, they were called Mustard and Ketchup before they were given actual names.
That's what we call my game. Oh, dude, we're making, speaking of fighting games, we're making our own fighting game, guys. It's really sick.
But with Sector, he's got like the missiles out of his chest, flamethrower out of the hand. He has like a compactor that comes out of his chest, which there's no way that can stow up inside of there, by the way. This game is so unrealistic. But I don't know why I don't like Sector. He just never really did to me. There's not a lot to it. He's the son of the Grandmaster of the One Play, and he was all for the cyberization. Like, I just don't like him. That's really all there is to it. 37, Natara. Again, great concept.
Yep.
Vampire chick.
Yep.
Other than that, like,
Yeah.
she's got a cool outfit.
Did she find Victor and Simon?
So far, not yet.
Good.
That her home realm was enslaved by Shao Kahn, and she
Oops.
got Reptile to break Cyrax's arm teleporter to teleport him back to the Earth realm. And she told him if he retrieved the orb that bound her realm to the Outworld and gave it to her, she would send him home, and he did. So she freed her realm. And then Ashra started killing people in it, and she chased her into Outworld.
Oof. I went back, dude.
That's really it for Natara. I just think she has a cool design.
Yeah.
And then Devora for 36. Dang, she's ugly. It's always interesting with Devora knowing wondering who is she gonna betray next. She betrayed Kotal Khan. She served under Shinnok, but when he died, she was free roaming again, and then she serves Kronika. So it's like, who does this one serve? She was cool because she's a hive mind that's nested inside of a human body. And then she talks weird, by the way. But I always thought she was cool. Like, her powers are cool. She can throw her insects at people. She just is interesting. That's really all I got for Devora. 35 is Shiva. She took a big step up. She was Shao Kahn's bodyguard in Mortal Kombat 3. And then she wasn't playable until Armageddon, actually, so you don't know a lot about her. And then originally in the new timeline, she was still Shao Kahn's bodyguard. And then after Shao Kahn's death, and the desertion of Goro after having his arms ripped off by Kotal Khan, the Shao Kahn males held a contest, and she won. So she became queen of the Shao Kahn. So she had a big arc in this, and then she ends up helping the Earth Roamers. So 34 is Jackie Briggs, one of the most hated new characters. I happen to like all of them. She's the daughter of Jack, so a lot of people think that the new characters feel like derivatives of those old characters, which 4 of them are new generation characters, so they're supposed to feel derivative of their parents. But she has a lot of Jackson moves, like the Bionic Dash. She has like the same type of projectile move. She has a lot of kick moves. That was her signature, her kicks. No, her signature was the punches. She had the same metal arms that Jax did. But I've got no problem with Jackie. She's just the least favorite of the new characters for me. Or least favorite of the new PDA characters. 33 is Kung Jin. First off, archery is cool. So on there, I automatically support him. And then he wasn't just a fighter; he was a diplomat as well. He talked when he could. He fought when necessary. He preferred to talk it out, which he had an upbringing as a thief, or he didn't have an upbringing as a thief. He stole to earn money for his family, to support his family, but that also got him exiled. So he came, or so he went, or he started pulling the Lone Wolf Act and stealing on his own, and he tried to steal an artifact from Raiden's temple, and of course Raiden catches him. Really not smart to steal. Oh my God, Kung Jin. And of course, after Kung Jin fights him and gets his butt whipped by Raiden,
Correct.
he speaks to Raiden and finally opens up that he doesn't think the Shaolin would accept him on the fact that he's actually gay. Which everyone's like, are you kidding me? That just makes him even trashier. I was like, are you kidding me? That makes him cooler. They weren't afraid to step outside the box with him. They made him, in my eyes, one of my favorite new characters. I kind of want them to bring him back in Mortal Kombat 11. I want to see how he plays. But yeah, archery's always been one of my things that I always thought was cool, so I definitely like him a lot. 32 is Scarlet. Basically, her powers are related, or all revolve around blood. She basically does what Natara does, but Scarlet does it better. She was taken in from the streets by Shao Kahn and given the powers of blood, which she actually absorbs it through her skin. Which Devora actually poisons her in the comics because Kaiten blood is toxic. Which I thought that was interesting.
That was interesting.
Yeah, like Scarlet was just a cool character. She was a background character in Mortal Kombat 2, I believe. And then in Mortal Kombat 9, she became DLC. And then in 11, she was fully playable and in the story. And like, I think just her powers itself just makes her cooler, other than the fact that she's creepy as heck. But just her powers make it cooler. And for 31, here's one of the cool boys, Noah. Kotal Khan. Which he, as Johnny calls him, the Aztec ass kicker.
No what?
Yeah, I said it. Johnny calls him the Aztec ass kicker. He's not wrong.
Ass kick?
Johnny calls him the Aztec ass kicker. You listening to something over there?
Nah, I turned it off. My phone went off. Okay.
Oh. But Kotal Khan is definitely heavily Aztec influence, which I think is cool.
That's great.
He also has blood-related powers, but not on the same level as Scarlet.
Nope.
But his thing was he could use the sun's, or the power of the sun to both heal himself and scorch his opponents, which is actually what he does to Rain in the comics. Crisps him pretty good.
That's pretty cool.
But I kind of like Kotal Khan. I just think he's cool. That's really all there is to him. It kind of got demeaned of the title of Khan, though. They kind of made him pointless in a couple of games. That was the only issue with him. 30 is Serena. Now, there's one thing I think they could have done with her. She was Quan Chi's underling when Sub-Zero had to fight Quan Chi. And after he killed Quan Chi, it freed her.
Yep.
And you could kind of see that there should have been, like there was a relationship between the two in later games.
That was strange.
I thought it was kind of interesting. Now I said, now one thing that I would have thought would be cool if they could do is like actually flesh that out.
Yeah.
Either say definitely that no, it's not true, or go the other cooler route and say, hey, it's true.
Yep.
But other than that, like I don't even know why I have Serena this high. I just think she's cool.
Wait, what?
I said I don't know why I have Serena this high. I just think she's cool. 29 is Rain. Yes.
Purple Rain.
Ed Boon slipped him in as a pun.
He's a big fan of Rain.
His name is Rain. He's purple, and he's the Prince of Edenia. If you don't get the joke, lose my number. Not that you would have it anyway.
Yeah.
The Rain is the half god and half brother to Taylor and Dagon. He obviously has the powers of water, which I think that's cool, like water-based water-based element powers.
Yeah.
Supposedly in the comics, he's Tanya's consort, which is weird.
That is kind of weird.
28 is Melina. Talk about a butterface.
Oh my. that Baracho, you can barf in that face.
That right there is a face only Baraka could love. Seeing as it is his DNA,
Ah, true.
or his species DNA. But Melina was created to spite Katana as a Katana clone with Tarkatan DNA. Which made her that thing.
Ew.
Close your mouth. That's all I got to say.
No.
And being that she was created from both Katana and a Tarkatan, she's unstable. And a little bit insane. She wants nothing more than just to kill Katana and take her place.
No.
And then she was in the Mortal Kombat X games and comics. She was in the game more as the rebel, or the outworld rebels to Kotal Khan's rule. And yeah, I mean, Melina's cool. I couldn't really put her any lower, but that's really all about it for her. Rain, Melina, and the next character could easily be swapped around her anywhere.
Which one?
The next character is Reptile. And Reptile is supposedly the last of his species, the Centaurians. And he kind of mutated. He started out in Mortal Kombat 1 through 3 as a human ninja, but a power swap of Sub-Zero. And then he was green. And then in Mortal Kombat 4, Deadly Alliance, and Deception, he kind of mutated over time. And then his whole thing was he ended up being Onaga. He ended up being the catalyst for Onaga. Which, like, the other thing I don't like about Reptile is, like, he's always other people's cannon fodder. He's just cannon fodder for other people's wars. He never does anything on his own. He's always serving somebody. I think if they fleshed him out a little more, he could be a really cool fun character. 26 is Sonya Blade. And again, another one that, like, I don't know why I put her right here. I just thought, like, she doesn't do much for me. She's cool, and I still will never understand in 1,000 lifetimes how she can put up with Johnny Cage. But I really just don't know why I put her there.
Oh, neither.
I mean, like, I couldn't put her any higher than this, honestly. I want to like Sonya. It's just, they just don't keep not doing her right. MK9 Sonya, she was just a bit too, like, she was like comic book serious, almost girly anyway, in a way. But the MK11 and X were just like, now she's way too serious. I don't think you see her crack a smile in either of those games. But then 25 is Jax. Always cool. Black dude, big cybernetic arms, machine gun or machine pistols. How can that not be cool? And now in the later games, they give him like these heat missiles and stuff they can shoot out of his arms as well. Like, that's cool.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, like, there's not a lot to Jax as a character other than the fact that now he has a family with Jackie, and that's what he fights for. He fights to protect his family. Yeah, like Jax is just—he's up here purely on the cool factor. What are you watching over there?
That's a light.
You just keep laughing the same way.
Oh.
24 is Kano.
More like K, yes.
Oh, Kano. How do we get to K? Yes. Joker reference. The Kano, other than the Australian accent, the butterfly eyes, and the laser eye, you're thinking like, what has this dude got?
Huh?
This dude has not yet found a back not fit for stabbing. That alone makes him awesome. And his MK11 impression is great.
That's great, dude.
Like, again, another one. The last few is like, I don't know why they're here, but they are.
What?
I was like, the last few characters, like, I don't know why they're where they are, but they are. Like, even from, like, Rain, Melina, Reptile, Sonya, Jackson, Kano, I was like, why are these people here? This is just where I feel comfortable with them. I don't really have any justification. 23 is Cyrax.
Yeah.
He's a fun one. He's the yellow robot. And I like him more as a robot than I do as a human, though. I mean, he has like these bombs the bombs that he can throw. It's the net thing, which if you hit someone with that, you can lay a world of hurting on them. He has the saw that comes out of his chest. He just has a lot of cool moves.
Come on.
Yeah, that saw comes out and it's huge. It's like the size of a person.
Look at those BattleBot saws.
Kinda.
Oh my. Dude, that's just a cool show, by the way. The robots.
Yeah, it's like, how the heck do you, his self-destruct fatality?
Blows up the world.
Yeah, well, no, that's smoke.
Talk about a worldwide for smoke. Talk about a worldwide changing experience. Oops.
Yeah. Well, Cyrax, his panels on his chest slide open, and instead of organs, he has bombs.
They should call it mortality. Right.
Yeah, mortality.
Yeah.
That'd be funny. But, like, his self-destruct fatality, Cyrax, though, like, he opens up and, like, it's all inside of him. Instead of any internal circuitry and stuff, all you see is just rows and rows of bombs. And he blows himself up.
Nice. When he opens up, you can see that?
Yeah. When Cyrax opens up for his fatality. Then he has the weird one in MK3 where his head splits into helicopter rotors and he shoots up in a U shape and slices you in half or slices your head off. It's like, what the heck is that? I like this fatality in MK Deadly Alliance where he had the big planet that claw that came out of his chest, grabs you and slams you down 3 times, and on the 3rd time you explode. That's one of them.
Okay.
In MK9, all the robot fatalities seem to involve different versions of blowing you up. I'm like, that's a little cheesy. But Cyrax has always just been cool. He's actually he's actually an African warrior who joined the Lin Kuei. That's why the human version is a black dude.
Nice.
But like, there's a lot 2 Cyrax. He's just a fun character.
Well,
22 is Aaron Black. And his personality, the way he was portrayed is cool.
it's cool.
He has like the cowboy stick going on
Yeehaw!
with the
I do that.
yeah. He has like that like the tone to his voice, and then he's got like the 6 shooters.
He has a draw too.
Yeah, he's got like the Texas draw. Like I was like Darren Black, just the way he was done, the way he was written. Like the way he was written is definitely cool. They definitely did not need to go any extra lengths with him. They did pretty good with him already. And then moving on to 21 is Cassie Cage. MK11 though, Cassie is my girl. She is cool in MK11. She's so fun to use. But obviously daughter of Sonya and Johnny, so she feels a little bit derivative of both of those. She has Sonya's gun, Johnny's shadow kick, Johnny's nut punch, Sonya's energy burst thing, and a couple other moves that I can't remember that are mostly like martial arts type moves. She has a shoulder charge in her 4th variation.
Well, let's finish this last one, Skinny.
You can talk if you want.
Alright.
You can talk now. Do it.
Actually, what else to say, actually,
But well, just if you find something.
What?
Just if you find something.
Alright.
But with Cassie, like another one of those where like everyone's like, oh, they're too derivative of Johnny or Sonya. If you have Johnny or Sonya in the same
They're
game,
kids.
why do you need Cassie? I was like, they're kids, you idiots.
Wait, did we get Scarlet already?
Yeah, she was
That's my dad's favorite.
Scarlet.
Yep. Because her abilities and stuff are just right there on the buttons.
Yeah. Well, she has all her moves too, but yeah.
They're just easier to get to.
Well, all of them you can integrate their combos or their weapons and their moves into their combos.
Yeah. Because I just needed to get them.
Yeah. And then 20 is Ermac. I need more telekinesis in my life.
And like, he needs this kind of like Andros.
Yeah. But Ermac was actually created by Shao Kahn using the souls that he stole from Edenia. And after Shao Kahn was beaten, Ermac kind of roamed Outworld without a purpose, and then Liu Kang's spirit found him after Raiden, or after Shang Tsung killed Liu Kang. And they ended up freeing all of Earthrealm's warriors from Onaga's control. So Ermac in the old timeline kind of became a good guy. In the new timeline, there's really nothing to him. He's just a lackey with awesome powers. My everyone loves Trap. Then 19 is Goro, the original four-armed awesomeness. Oh, baby! These top like 30 are just cool. These are definitely like my all-time favorite cool characters. Obviously, they're my top 30, but like the top 30 are definitely my favorite ones. But with Goro, like in Mortal Kombat 1, that dude scared me. But then in Mortal Kombat 4, though, you see because Goro supposedly killed the Great Kung Lao, which was Kung Lao's ancestor. And in Mortal Kombat 4, just as Kitana's trying to make peace with the Shokan, Kung Lao attacks Goro, and he actually wounds him across the chest, and he knocks him down. And when Kitana asks him, why would you attack now, Goro stands up and goes, was that your attempt at an assassination? Kung Lao says, no, that was just a strike of revenge for my ancestor who you killed. All I want to do is I want to wipe the slate clean. This grudge needs settled. And Goro mentions that Kung Lao's ancestor was both a great fighter and just a decent human being. And had it gone the other way, which it very possibly could have, that it might have been Goro's son standing here asking for the waist to be different. Like they settled their feud and kind of moved on, which I appreciated. It was a nice addition to both the character stories. And then in, I think it was Deadly Alliance, Goro and Katana actually sided together against the Deadly Alliance. And it was in Deception. They decided together against Onaga, and Goro was actually killed in one of the attacks. And the Black Dragon attacked their camp, or their war camp, and Goro was killed in the attack. And I mean, in the new timeline, there really isn't much to Goro. He ended up killing Kotal Khan's father, which prompted Kotal Khan to face him, and Kotal Khan ripped off all four of his arms. And when asked, and when asked to just kill him, Kotal Khan said that he would rather Goro retreat to his home in disgrace, because killing him would be a kindness. And that shows the warrior heart of the Shogun, that they would rather die than return home in disgrace, which kind of made me appreciate Goro a little more. But moving on, 18 is Fujin, the Wind God, and now Raiden's brother, who's actually Raiden's successor in Mortal Kombat 4, because Raiden was elevated to Elder God status after beating Shinnok for a second time. And he chose Fujin to take his place. And then you don't see Fujin until Armageddon, if she has no major part in the story mode, and then you don't see him until Mortal Kombat 11, which he is now Raiden's brother. And he goes back in time with Shang Tsung and Nightwolf to obtain the crown after Liu Kang inadvertently destroyed it. Oops. Well, wouldn't be the first major mistake the good side has made. So that happens. And then obviously Shang Tsung betrays them, who didn't see that coming. And he supposedly steals Fujin's, Raiden's, and Nightwolf's souls. I was like, you, Shang Tsung, are a dick. You stole Raiden's soul. You stole Nightwolf's soul. Rude. Oops. You stole one of my favorite characters' souls. I'm not happy with you. But then Fujin, he's always had interesting powers. Which actually, Fujin is the Japanese wind god as well, like in Japanese mythology. And then number 17 is Noob Saibot, the original Sub-Zero, who was killed by Scorpion, and who else, and turned into Mopey Ghost here, or Grim Shady, depending on which nickname you want to go with. Or Mr. Emo. He gave him a few names.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, like, there's not a whole lot of story. Actually, in Deception, Noob Saibot and Cyber Smoke actually ambushed Sub-Zero and would have killed him, but Serena intervened. And then, of course, Sub-Zero is knocked out, so Serena intervenes, and to beat them off, she had to turn back into her demon form. So, of course, Sub-Zero wakes up to this thing, to this thing kneeling over him, and he freaks out and attacks her. I mean, wouldn't you? But with Noob Saibot, like, there's not a whole lot to him. He's just cool. Especially in MK11, they gave him, like, the Grim Reaper look with the scythe. That was sick. 16 is Cabal, or as Johnny Cage calls him, Cabal Sack. Causing a few other funny things too. Captain Hook's fuck. Causing my foot loose.
Yeah.
I think that was the only other one I could think of.
I see that movie first.
Yeah. When we or don't ask Star Lord, it's the greatest movie in the universe.
Oh yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's alright.
Yeah, with Cabal, he used basically Mortal Kombat's version of the Flash, and I am okay with that. The Flash with hook swords. Talk about beast mode. He was a Black Dragon mercenary, and then he went straight and developed or took on a life as a cop, which is where he met his partner, Curtis Stryker. And then he was burned by Kintaro, and became that ugly thing. Literally, crispy. And then in MK11, he was supposedly a cop or a bad guy again. He was supposedly a Black Dragon, but what I don't get is they stopped Mortal Kombat 9 at the Mortal Kombat 2 section of it, he should have still been a cop. He wasn't even burned. So they kind of messed themselves up there, but he's still cool. 15 is Striker. That's gonna make someone mad.
Striker.
So will my next choice. But like I've always enjoyed Striker in MK3 when he first came out. I loved him. He was really cool to play as. A lot of people hated his design. I was like, dude, I'm blind. I don't care. But I always thought he was cool. The police officer with the gun. He had the baton moves. He had a taser, first fatality. He had grenades he could throw. He was cool. And then in Armageddon, he kind of went a little weird. Like I didn't care for him. And then Mortal Kombat 9, he was amazing. He was a New York police officer that was actually on duty when the Outworld portal was opened up. And although confused as a cop, he's trying to protect and serve, so that's just what he does. And then he ends up running into Nightwolf and then joining Raiden's merry band of rebels. Like, I think they should bring him back in Mortal Kombat 11. I like Striker a lot.
Yeah.
That's really all I got to say about him. As X-Ray, although his X-Ray in Mortal Kombat 9, I gotta mention this was crazy. He batons you in the balls, blinds you by shooting a flashlight in your eyes, which apparently does damage now, and then tases you right where he stuck that baton. That's rude. And kind of awesome.
How rude.
Shut up, Gregor. 14 is Takeda. It's the son of Kenshi and trained by Scorpion. What's not to like about that combo of awesomeness? He has something similar to the chain that Scorpion has. He has like blade whips, which I think are cool. And then he's got like the telekinesis that Kenshi has. And just all around, Takeda was definitely the most liked character out of the new good guys. But like I liked him a lot more than most people did.
Everybody else?
Yeah. 13 is Shang Tsung. A lot of people are like, this dude isn't terrifying at all. I was like, listen to the way his voice is in the first movie. That dude will scare the crap out of you. It's his delivery. He's slow. He's deliberately menacing. This dude is cool. Like, shout out to Keita Tagawa. The dude was a born Shang Tsung. They would not have suited him well if they'd gotten any other voice actor for Mortal Kombat 11 other than Keita Tagawa. That just like it would not have worked. And he carried that character, which no pun on the name intended. But he made that character in the movie seem a lot cooler than he really was. And that's what made me like Shang Tsung as much as I do. he'd probably be way down the list if it wasn't for that first movie. Number 12 is Kenshi. Blind swordsman, of course. Love this guy. He's hilarious in Mortal Kombat X. He always has the combination of the sword attacks and telekinesis. Which, Kenshi's thing is he was a wandering swordsman trying to find powerful opponents to make himself the best that he could be. And Shang Tsung came to him basically as they're in disguise and said that, you know, kind of buttered him up. You know, a warrior with such strength should have an equally strong sword. So he leads him to the Well of Souls and tells him there's a sword in the well, which there was. But when he drew out the sword, the souls were released and it blinded him. Shang Tsung leaves him in there for dead, but the sword, being imbued with the spirits of Kenshi's ancestors, guides him out. And then from then on out, his main goal has just been to kill Shang Tsung. I always thought his story was cool too with Kenshi. But other than that, I was like, he's just a cool character. That's all there is to it. Number 11 is Baraka. Mortal Kombat 2. A sign that a good design goes a long way. Baraka really didn't do much back then. He had like a few moves, but he kind of, excuse me, his design carried him with the arm blades and everything else. He was just a fun character. Not a whole lot of lore to him. Again, just another one of Shao Kahn's lackeys. And then in MK11, he's a different. Not really sure what he is in that game. But I mean, like, that's really all for Baraka. Again, another sign that a good design goes a long way. Number 10 is Jade. I am kind of glad they improved on her outfit from, they deproved on it from Armageddon to MK9. Armageddon, she was wearing a bathing suit. MK9, she's not wearing much at all. Jade was the closest friend of Katana, and when ordered to kill her in the old timeline, Jade chose loyalty to Katana over loyalty to Shao Kahn. And then in the new timeline, now she has this relationship with Kotal Khan. Still not sure how I feel about all that. I want to like it, but I just don't.
Yeah.
But, I mean, like, I've always thought the bow staff thing was cool as well with Jade. Like, that just suits her. But, like, other than that, like, there's not a lot to Jade. Number 9 is Katana. The fangirl, as Johnny calls her. The Princess of Edenia, 10,000 years old. Dang, she looks good for 10,000 years old. You can't say I'm wrong. Because then that'd make you wrong. But she served Shao Kahn until she learned the truth that he had cloned her. And then she was like, alright, you made me mad, bye. And then after that, like, what's sad though is, like, in the new timeline, these characters never got a lot of time to shine because Sindel killed them all. She killed Liu Kang. She didn't kill Liu Kang. She killed Sub-Zero. She killed Smoke. She killed Stryker. She killed Cabal. She killed Nightwolf. She killed Jax. She killed Jade. She killed Katana. She didn't kill Kung Lao, but he died too. Raiden accidentally killed Liu Kang. She killed, who else did she kill? She killed someone else. Like, you're killing all the characters we love now. Now you made me mad. But Katana did become a Revenant. Like, I don't like the whole Revenant thing. Like, you're basically messing with characters that we've known and loved for years, and I don't appreciate it. But other than that, I was like, it's okay. The story's okay with them, but just the whole Revenant idea, I don't like. But number 8 is Liu Kang, the original chosen one. And he was my original main in Shaolin Monks when I had that game. He was just cool. And like with the fire power, I was like, oh, this is cool. When I first got into Mortal Kombat. Blame my brother for that, by the way. And later on, I started playing as the guy that's next on my list. I was like, alright, Liu Kang, you're second best. At least in this game. But originally, like, Liu Kang was always cool to me. The Bruce Lee character that almost every fighting game has to have. Like, I always liked him. Although the zombie Liu Kang, the chains on his wrists were cool. That whole thing with the wrist chains. Looks like an inmate. The chains works cool. But yeah, it was like Liu Kang's just cool. That's really all there is to it. Number 7 is Kung Lao. Now that's the one I mentioned in Shaolin Monks. I started playing as this guy. I was like, oh my god, this dude's cool. With the hat and the tornado spin and the teleport, you could just beat the crap out, or they beat the snot out of them, and they're up in the air, and they can't do a dang thing about it. I was like, this is great. He's actually the character I finally managed to beat my brother with. I made him mad, too. But, like, I had a strategy with Kung Lao in that game to where you would never hit the ground unless I input the wrong button, which I did that on occasion. I was new at that game. But, like, also Kung Lao, like, he always has the reputation of being, like, the second best to Liu Kang. I was like, he never really gets the chance to stand as his own character. He's a really cool character. He's definitely funnier than Liu Kang, although I don't know, in MK11, Liu Kang got pretty freaking funny. But I was like, I always kind of felt like Kung Lao was just a bit